What do skibbity boo? It's your boy Seanyb Gaming, and this is the channel where we like to share our Smite knowledge, try to expand our Smite knowledge, and answer any Smite questions we got. So today we are going to be playing the most winningest god, Aphrodite. Ever since they made changes to her 3, she has seen an increase in play and an increase in wins. She's finally passed Hades as the most winning god, or goddess. So we thought we'd try her out in mid. So we are going to be going into Book of Thoth as our first item. We got the tier 2 start. And we have a point into our 3. And right away, Loki's a little late to lane. I didn't get the proc for the big minion, so I come back, I get the proc. By Loki not hitting that camp in a reasonable time, that puts me back just a little bit. So I did miss one minion. That one minion is going to make a difference because he is level 2. By the time I clear these 3 minions, I will not be level 2. Yep, so level 1.95. Unfortunately, missing that one minion has really set me back. And Brawl just bought me with a whole bunch of damage. So, kind of just a general strategy with Aphrodite is she does not have the strongest early game, especially if she's not connected with anyone. So what you're going to want to do is just hang back and keep popping your 3s to clear wave and to keep healing yourself. So, Kwang is in our jungle. Loki, I don't know what rotations he's making, but it's not the normal ones. So now that he does show face, we're going to go check our red. For some reason, Kwang did not invade us, so we got a little lucky there. So right now, on our very first entry into Wave, we are looking to get 1,300 gold. That way we have enough money for the Book of Thoth. And in order to get there, we are going to have to manage our mana very carefully, because we're already about half out of our mana, and we've popped both of our potions. So it's really going to be use the 3 on the wave, and then wait for the next wave. That's really all we have the mana for. And we don't really want to back before we're able to start stacking. So I do use my 2 to help clear this wave to try to get me ahead of the Raw. Since I missed the minion, I'm probably just slightly ahead of Raw. Tag the wave and fall back. That's going to be the general strategy until we have our boots online. This Raw, if he's not going to keep high pressure on me, it kind of allows me to just do this. Tag the wave, and then hang back. Do a little strafey strafe.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Okay, we almost have enough. We're going to tag one more wave so that way we have enough to get some potions. And then we're going to back, get Book of Thoth, and start stacking our power. And the reason we want to go Book of Thoth is because it provides a decent amount of power, and it provides a larger mana pool as we get it stacked up. So here's Loki. I really don't have anything to help, and I'm trying to back, so I'm just going to disengage. Go under tower, and back. Also, I noticed that the voice pack for this skin was not working this game, so I was making VGS callouts, and there was no sound coming from it. So I wasn't really able to communicate with my team, enemy missing middle, or retreat any which way. I was, however, playing with the Chiron, who is Preston Penn. So I was able to tell him occasionally whenever people were going into the left jungle, and then he might need to back up. But other than that, I was kind of communicationless.
Okay, enemy missing left.
So right now our 3 is almost full clearing wave as is. We're going to make a play, see if we can get the red. We do not. So we're going to run back the safe way. I see Ao Kuang's pushed up, so I turn to see if there's anything I can do. There really isn't. So I'm going to go get the minion wave.
Be right back.
Here, I believe our 3 will clear the minions in the back, the archers. And we just have to worry about the front. Up, not quite yet.
Clear the area.
Doing a little face trading with Raw. I do heal whenever I land my damaging ability. Or I don't even have to land it, but I do heal every time I use my 3. Try to be a little aggressive, see if I can push this guy out of lane. I do get tagged, I do get ulted, and there's the trouble. Loki's able to get first blood.
I'm going to need a breather.
So typically I would back, but as Afro, I'm able to just heal up all of the damage that I took. I still have my ult and my beads,
Cancel that.
so I feel confident in my ability to just regen.
My way.
Clear the
Getting
area.
pushed, was able to knock him back. That seemed to get him off of me, to where he realized it's not worth it. We're gonna go for the red buff, even though we just saw him in jungle. For whatever reason, it doesn't seem like he wants to invade our red buff, which is okay with me. But usually that would be a little bit dangerous to be going for the red buff with Ao Kuang right there. Just tag up the wave.
Sorry. On my way.
So just to kind of review Afro's kit, in case you're unaware, Afro's 1, if it hits an enemy god, it'll stun them. If it hits a friendly god, it'll create a link, and it'll also give them bonus attack power. The 2 is a stomp, and it pushes enemies back. If you are connected to a teammate and you stomp, there will actually be 2 circles that stomp. And then the 3 is the line attack that heals.
Cancel that.
So Raw popped a med, barely able to get out of that one. And then her ultimate, the heal will heal you and a teammate if you're connected by a link. And her ultimate, if connected by a link, this will also apply to the teammate you're connected to. But it provides damage immunity and CC immunity for a short period of time. So it's a pretty useful ult. It's really good at helping you get out of things. It's very defensive. Afro is very supporty. Love that I hit that basic attack on the Ao Kuang. Seeing if there's anything that we can line up. Right now we're kind of hurting on mana. We do have enough money for boots. So we're going to go ahead and back.
Enemy missing left.
And we're going to be going for a pretty heavy cooldown build for the rest of the build. So we're going to be going into the cooldown boots. After that, we are going to want to get Chronos Pendant.
You are trolling.
Damage is up, so I'm going to go ahead and hit that.
What are you even doing?
I don't think I would have been able to rotate to our team coming out of base, so there's not much I could do there other than just grab my camp and go back mid. I could be playing a little more aggressive, going for some of these side camps, but
Clear the area.
Just want to make sure that I get Aphro out of the early game and into the mid game before I kind of worry about that too much. Just want to make sure I'm getting all the XP from my waves, from my camp, and then maybe contest the neutral ones. So we were able to secure the Raw there, stunned him. Loki came in and ulted him, hit him with the stomp and the heal, the 3. Did enough damage.
Please, let me work.
So right there, I stunned and used my 2 while my 3 was on cooldown. If I had waited for my 3 to come off of cooldown, we definitely would have done more damage there. Probably not enough for a kill, but enough to get Ao Kuang out of our lane. So I do tell solo lane to retreat, but they can't hear me due to this bug.
Your left tower is under attack.
I see Raw going into left jungle, so I tell my team to back up. Going to tag this wave. Almost full clear, it's just missing the large minion up front. So right there I took a very large amount of damage from Ao Kuang. I was trying to hold my ultimate for whenever he tried to execute me, but he just did so much damage from his initial burst that whenever he did try to execute me, the execute alone did enough damage to actually kill me. So I ulted and beads, and because I beads while he executed me, he did not go up into dragon form. Just a fun little side note. So we're gonna hit our red. We almost have full stacks. We're 1 away. We've almost got Chronos Pendant online. Once we have Chronos Pendant online, then we can start being more aggressive.
Please, let me work.
Ao Kuang thinks he wants more. So right there I was in real trouble. I missed my 1 and 3x3. If he would have turned on me and kept on me past my stomp, he probably would have killed me.
Why am I so good at the game?
Clear the area.
Gonna throw Terra, this heal. Run back to mid. She didn't really have any mana, so she's probably gonna have to back regardless of what I was able to heal her for.
Let me work.
Raw tagged me up. I want to get rid of the slow. I didn't realize my teammates were nearby.
Kill them at their 5.
Everybody misses everything. Then Raw is able to get away.
Enemy missing left. Gank left lane. Ultimate is down. Cancel that. Retreat.
So now it looks like their support has rotated middle lane. Now I'm going to start trying to contest some of these side camps a little bit more to optimize my lead.
The heat bears down upon you.
With just a few items, you can full clear a wave with just your 3, making hanging out in the back line, staying alive, really easy with Aphrodite.
Your right tower is under attack.
In fact, it looks like we're going to tag this wave, go for red buff, tag the next wave, and then back. So right there, we took out over half his health with our kit. If we had any kind of support, he probably would be dead. For whatever reason, I didn't think that line attack was going to hit me,
An ally has been slain.
but it did. I was trying to bait with the recall. I'm going to go ahead and hit red buff, throw the 3, throw the 2, just to burn this down really quick. Pick up the red buff. Al Kwong poked me with his 3 and then backed off. I didn't know if he was backing off, so I used my stomp. We have enough for Chronos Pendant, so we're going to go back by that. That is huge. We're going to pick up 2 wards. But the real question is, do we place 2 wards?
Enemy missing left.
So it looks like Yemoja plus 1 other are rotating towards mid. Al Kwong is in a bad spot, so we're going to see if there's anything we can do to kill him. We get the stun, we get his stomp. He is very weak. Yemoja throws up a great wall. For some reason I think he's going to try to walk through the wall, so I throw my 3 there.
Please let me
Do a
work.
little stomp. Loki's able to land a basic attack to confirm the kill. Raw
Kill them at their prime.
gonna try to help, but he's too late to the fight. So we clean up the minion wave. Miss our stun, miss our 3. Heal back to full health though.
Is under attack.
So it's like nothing ever happened. Here comes Bologna. I spot her at a great time to where she's not surprising me. Right here I stun her and throw my 3 on her even though the wave is approaching. Just so I could see how tanky she is and how much damage I can do to her when I throw my kit. And it's not looking good. With Raw I can get him below half health with my kit. Bologna, I think I did maybe like an 1/8 of her health, so Bologna is super tanky. Going to want to avoid her for a lot of this game.
Please let me work.
Pretty sure her damage output is a little low since she's that tanky. Gonna throw our 3 on the wave.
Precautionary measures. After all,
Put a ward down to cover the Bologna side. Al Kwong really hasn't been making any rotations from the Gold Fury side.
Your team has destroyed a right enemy tower.
Here's Al Kwong for the stun. Missed the 3 in a very ugly fashion. So now there's 3 in mid. I want to hide under my tower line.
Take right lane.
Going to tag up the wave. Side harpies aren't there, so we're just gonna go back mid, hit the raw, land the 3, get a decent amount of poke off. This stomp would definitely help in the damage output factor, but now we have our cooldown very fast, and we're just duking and dodging all of the abilities they're throwing our way. Really just kind of looking to poke out Raw, not that interested in doing damage to Yemoja. And right there, Raw was about to cast his 1, but I was able to knock him back and cancel his cast before it went off.
at their prime.
So Loki says he's lagging.
Please let me work.
Clear the side harpies, so now we're in 18 to the Raw's 16. We're doing pretty good on level, even though we haven't really been contesting any of those side camps throughout the early game. We're going to make our way to red buff.
Kill them at their prime. Clear the area.
We almost had a 20 by 20 game. I don't think we're going to hit 20 in 45 seconds.
Please let me work.
I don't think this minion wave's going to get us there. Nope. General rule of thumb, unless you're a support, if you are level 20 by 20 minutes, you are having a great game. It usually takes past the 20 minutes to get to level 20 for most people. We're going to come in and see if we can do anything. We cannot, so we're going to dip out. So right there, I realized I was duking too much, and I have abilities that I could cast, so I start casting them, and then that helps me get out of it. Unfortunately, Alquonk makes a rotation over to the jungle, and they're able to secure the kill onto Loki.
Clear the area.
Miss my stomp, Charon's in a bit of trouble.
Kill them, Aphrodite.
I should have connected my kiss to him and then used my 3. And then I even remember my friend saying right there, I shouldn't have turned around. Yeah, he shouldn't have. He should have gotten farther into the tower line. Here's the Bologna, and needs to knock up to cancel her too. She's not super scary, but she does have Frostbound, so that is something to note. Right now I'm trying to target Draw, even though there's 3 people in mid. Bologna also has anti-heal going on, so we want to just make mental notes of that. We don't want her near us. It is essentially what we learned from Frostbound and Pestilence.
Your left tower has been destroyed.
Hachiman is overextended.
Please,
I
let me work.
forget how much we bully Hachiman in this game.
Your left tower is under attack.
So right now I'm looking for the. I'm pretty sure he dashed already. So she gets the stun. I'm like, oh, let me hit him. I thought my stun was gonna hit him, and then for whatever reason he ults into the wall. So we're gonna hit a stun, tag him with a 3, stomp him,
An enemy.
easy kill.
On my way.
So now we make the call to go for Gold Fury. Alquang, we caught him in the shop.
Has been slain.
So we have 4,300 gold. Definitely time to back. We picked up Divine Ruin just because it feels like anti-heal should be picked up almost every game this season.
Retreat.
Now, I know it's a little late to start stacking, but we're going to get Warlock Staff to increase our health pool. Another good item to get after Divine Ruin would have been Ethereal Staff. It provides health power and it steals a portion of the enemy god's health and adds it to your own. So Bologna is overextended. I'm going to make my way over. She does not seem to have that great of a damage output, so we really could just kind of dance around her while we wait for our abilities to
Please, let me work.
come on to cooldown. Look, she's swinging out there. I'm not afraid. Gonna re-engage, actually. Tagged her with the 3. Loki's able to get it.
Carry me, team.
Easy peasy.
Attack middle lane.
Just tagged her up a little bit, put some Divine Ruin procs on her, and then Loki's able to come in and clean it up. So we really haven't seen Terra come mid to help us out at all.
Please, let me work.
This might be the first time she's actually made the rotate. No, she missed the kill with Loki earlier. But she hasn't been hanging out in mid.
An enemy has
Most
been
supports would be hanging out in mid by now. So there's Hachiman. He is a easy kill. We're going to see if we can just catch up. We miss our stun. We hit our 3 and our stomp, and we're able to just land a basic attack to confirm the kill.
Why am I so good at the game?
So right now it's just Umoja. Bologna just got up. I make the call to go for Fire Giant, but nobody can hear me because my voice pack is broken on this skin. So the next smart thing to do is try to get one of the Phoenixes. Like, this Bologna is annoying, but I don't think she has kill potential.
Please, let me work.
Take a decent amount of poke. Loki gets procced by Phoenix, so he has to retreat.
Ultimate down.
Tag her up, and I'm healing up. Almost full health again. Stun, heal. Definitely could have stomped, but I saw the enemy team coming. Let's see. I think we just turn on Hachiman. Yeah. 3, stomp. Where's your health, Hachiman? 4 basics in a row. Love to see it.
Out of mana. Retreat.
So our team is getting pushed back in the left lane. Looks like I'm gonna try to make a rotation over. I see this raw, realize that it's probably not the best idea. Just by hanging out in the middle, I'm creating pressure to where one of their teammates is gonna want to not be in left lane. They're gonna want to be in mid lane to stop me from getting Phoenix.
Carry me, team.
This proximity sensor should have a
So, I mean, Afro is pretty easy to play. You have your stun, you have your stomp, and you have your heal. If you build her with a little bit of power, some cooldown, you should be able to spam abilities, stay alive, and out-damage your enemy. I do like this mid-tech skin. I like the animations. I like a lot of things about it, except for the fact that the voice pack doesn't work. That's a bit of a bummer.
Please let me work.
Going to pick up red, find Hachiman. This poor guy, bullied him all game. As soon as I realized how easy he was to kill, and he gets away with less than 100 health, guarantee it. Alright, so we are going to make a play for Gold Fury, and the game does not last much longer than that. I felt like we did a really good job of getting Afro out of the early game and into the mid to late game. That's whenever we started to increase our pressure.
Nice job.
And they're just gonna, I think they just surrender right after gold. So if you guys enjoyed this video, if you want to see more content like it, make sure you stand up, turn around, sit on your mouse, and subscribe to the channel. If you don't like the video, just go ahead and hit the thumbs down button twice, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye bye.